my name is Juliana May. I'm an author. Today is the 30th of September, so it's technically not my poetry day, but tomorrow, when you see this, it will be my poetry day. The first of the month is when I do poetry videos for you. I just recite a poem that I wrote in the previous month. So this month is September. Today is September's poem. I've been craving poetry lately, which is not unusual when I get angsty, but I've been craving it pretty bad. Like, I put button poetry on and just leave it on autoplay, and I'll just like be cooking breakfast or lunch or just walking around or just laying in my bed or, you know, whatever I'm doing, and just have button poetry on like it's background music rather than poetry videos that people are reciting. So I've been listening to Rudy Francisco, Bianca Phipps, I love Bianca Phipps, and Sarah, I think it's Sarah Benaim. I'm gonna look right now and check. I liked one of her videos recently, so it's in my liked playlist. Sabrina Benaim. I don't know if that's how you pronounce her last name though. Obviously Sabrina is kind of an easy one, that's, you know. But so there are a lot of good poets and poetry on button poetry if you're looking for more channels to watch. But those are my top three: Sabrina, Bianca, and Rudy. I just keep listening to their stuff over and over. I've listened to the same poem so many times. Needless to say, in addition to craving listening to poetry, I've also been writing a little bit of it, and so I had actually some options to choose from this month, which I don't always have that many options. So it was kind of difficult this morning to choose one. I forgot to mention I'm pre-recording this because I have something to do tomorrow, but that's alright. You don't need to know my whole life story all the time. So this one is going to be called Random Confessions, I think. I actually have a title for once. I'm just going to apologize right now if I start crying. I don't think I will, but I'm just going to apologize right now. I might get choked up and have to cut it out of the video. Who knows what will happen. So this is Random Confessions. I woke up one day and decided it was time to feel that heartbreak. The one I'd try to pretend I didn't need to feel. I'm still trying, if I'm to be honest. Speaking of which, I put on My Honest Poem by Rudy Francisco and just left him playing. Oops. His honesty rings in my head like truths I don't want to tell, so I decided it was time to tell them anyway. I don't know whether this makes me a copier or a flatterer on his end, but on mine I kind of feel like a masochist. But here it goes anyway. 1. You know those advertisements that play before videos like these? Sometimes I let them play just to make the company pay. Usually because I don't like what they stand for. 2. When moonlight shines on my bed, it really freaks me out. I always think of that scene in Star Wars where that giant bug was crawling around in that girl's bed. I have that on a smaller scale sometimes, and that's more than enough. Especially without Anakin or a lightsaber. Or both. 3. Tomato changed my life. He held his dents as precious reflections of his friendships. It helped me to explain to myself why I'm so partial to my scars. 4. When I was in school, the most useful thing I learned, I taught myself. Everyone in my art class always grabs the right-handed scissors before I ever got a chance, so I taught my hand how to use the left. I don't know how to use them right anymore. Instead, I squish my fingers into holes that don't belong. I just want to belong. 5. Originally, all of the previous confessions were supposed to be for a random video that didn't mean anything other than YouTube is the most comfortable place for me to share my soul to. You can't edit real life. 6. I clocked out of work to write this on the bathroom floor. I get tired of phones, including my own, because there's never anyone on the line I want to talk to. There's never you. I keep thinking if I just pick mine up, I'll have a notification from you. But then I remember what I'm writing this on. This goes on all day. Sometimes I don't like eating food because it gives me something to throw up. I guess it's kind of similar to the way I don't like to have friends because it gives me something to lose. 8. I was right in the middle of fasting the first time we spoke. Maybe God wanted me to ignore food, so I'd also ignore the feeling that I could lose you too. 9. You told me more times than I kept track of that we had more time than my anxiety tried to take from me. Later you admitted you were anxious too. I was ready soon after to push the hands back on the clock to make space for you, but you didn't ask again. 10. I'm not fasting anymore. Perhaps that's why I've lost you. Okay, I also wanted to clarify that last number, 10, because that kind of makes it sound like God took this person from me because I wasn't fasting anymore, and I definitely don't feel that that is who my God is, like a vindictive God that's like, okay, you're not fasting anymore, I'm gonna take it. Rather, I don't know, just like because I was fasting, that made me in a place that I could do something. Like I was more focused on God, so my heart was more able to be open to what he wanted me to do. And when I stopped fasting, I was done fasting and I was done, feeling open, you know what I mean? Just to clarify. And I also don't think that the 10th one is really finished. Like I feel like there needs to be more to that, but I felt like that was the one that I should recite just to make it easier on myself to make a decision. I wrote that one with YouTube in mind. And the confessions, like I said, they were going to be just for YouTube. I was just going to make a random video of confessions. So I thought I'll just do this one now, and the other ones maybe will be read at another point. Maybe they won't be read on camera, but maybe they'll be read in a book by you or something, So I just wanted to make it easier on myself in that respect. Just recite this one, and that'll probably end up maybe in a book too, but it'll probably be a little tweaked because it's not the same to recite it for YouTube and have it in a book. So that's pretty much it. I should probably go. I have something to do soon. And that's it. I recited my poem, which is what I have dedicated myself doing for you. And I've done that, so I can be done now. I don't know why I always have such a hard time ending videos. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you look forward to the next video, because it's coming. I don't know, because I'm going to keep making videos, because sometimes you seem to like them. So, thank you for watching. I'm going to shut up now. Bye! I love you so much. I hope you... Shh! Trying to wrap up here.